Alright guys, so just these rolling hills through here. I only caught a glimpse of it, but this whole stretch coming up, we're going to film for a little while and see. We might run out of battery, but these rolling hills through here are just really gorgeous. I was thinking like probably the wine regions of France or just any beautiful countryside in the world really can't hold a candle against North Louisiana. And this is really, we talked about, this is the area between the Red River and the Ouachita River, and from I-20 up really all the way up to the Ozark Mountains. It's this beautiful countryside. And these are tree farms through here too, which is sustainable agriculture. The old roads could use some repair, but also it's a very poor area too. So, some bad potholes in the road. The state could probably use more tax money coming in. That's why we need to bring industry back. This part of the world, there's a lot of people that could use jobs, and I still have a dream of building a factory someday along the I-20 corridor, or maybe the West Monroe Industrial Park. There would be a great place to build a new factory. So, okay, here's another little rolling hill right here. You can see back through there a little hilltop. Sort of gentle rolling hills that it's almost like a dream sometimes. Of course, we passed some farms, some farming operations back there, old farmhouses like that, and we call this the country. You know, and you start seeing the pigs and the hay all stacked up, and you see the people that are really just living on the farm. I've been trying to show only the best parts and paint this area in a beautiful light. But there's also a lot of people that are very poor, but they're still happy. You know, people are still happy, and you don't have to have a lot of money to live a beautiful life and to see beautiful things. Really, the greatest riches in life to me is to just experience a beautiful scenery like this. You see, like even the trailers, look how well that's kept. That's a very old home. That's a trailer home that's been fixed up. And even the poorest of people have their yards kept. See, there you go, there's a real farm. You know, these aren't factory farms where cows are being tortured. These people are really living off the land, and it's not an easy life. But some beautiful scenery, that's the main thing. It's like a dream. Really. Wow. I'll zoom in a little bit. The little hills in the distance is really interesting. See, hill country is always very exciting for someone like me, old city kid, you know. Now, where I grew up was very flat over on Monroe, and spent some time up north a few places. Around Louisville area and Cincinnati area. I visited places and lived always where it was very flat though. So anytime I get around some hills, even small hills, I get excited. We also have a lot of swampland through here. It's really the sportsman's paradise if people are familiar with this part of the world. So we have a diversity of wildlife and great camping. You know, the weather's always nice, the fishing's always great, and there's such a diversity of landscapes. Like one minute you're in hill country, next minute you're in the swamps. If you want to film a horror movie, or anything really, like the Hollywood people, when they find out about this region, and then you go to West Monroe, or Arcadia, or even in Shreveport, there's plenty of antique shops where you can get any sort of props or Someone's always got any kind of equipment for sale. There's just everything you need, and the diversity of scenery is what's really just blows my mind. It's almost like a dreamland paradise, the areas that haven't been devastated yet. There's neat old Corinth Cemetery. Just how, like, that's just waiting on a horror movie too. How campy is it too? Beautiful. And these woods here, again, this is regrowth. This was clear cut at one time, but allowed to regrow, so it, in many ways, it's actually sustainable, possibly the way of the future. Now these woods here, so there's the gas pipeline going through. We talked about enriching the natural gas that brings money to this region with hydrogen gas. So farmers could have solar panels on their land, produce the hydrogen gas, enrich it with the methane and the natural gas, just to make it, you know, better, more powerful, or more valuable. You know, hey, buy your natural gas from Louisiana because ours is better than y'all's. It's more powerful. Oh, that was a neat old place there. Wow, I should have got a glimpse of that one. Oh, that old place. That's the tornado got that one? Oh, that burnt right there. Yeah, there's a really neat old place buried in the woods, like an abandoned haunted house right back there. So there's some really poor places through here, but even the poor people have the yards kept well, and the pets look well fed, and it's just a beautiful place. Well, except for that trailer somebody vandalized that one really bad. All right, well, we're fixing to get into some thick woods right through here. I love that turn right through there. See, that area was recently clear cut a few years back, but it's already coming back. How old would you say that is, Kenneth?
5.
Yeah, it's like 5 years growth or so. 5 to 10 years or less. And there's even that's an even younger there. Yeah, that's probably 5 years and under there. Here's the crossroads.
That's a little bit older.
See, yeah, see now it's more like a 10-year regrowth. So these areas were clear cut, but they're all coming back, and so it's kind of wanting to switch back from plastic to paper to support our local paper mill. But of course, we talk a lot about free energy on my channel, my YouTube channel, and want to ask people if you like my videos and you like the natural stuff that I do. And what's down here? Oh, that's some beautiful swampland through there. Look at that. Wow. Really beautiful bottomland swamp. Yeah, don't come through here during the rainy season, right? Wow. Just goes on and on, doesn't it? So I just want to ask you folks to please support Inventor John Gay on Patreon if you like my videos and the work that I do for the environment and the free energy stuff. Beautiful swampland. And we're going back up through this. This is a great road trip, Kenneth. I'm loving this. I mean, shoot. All we need is some wine and Gwyneth Paltrow and Mario Batali to be hanging out with us and break out some cheese, right? Man, we could have a party then. Get some celebrities in here and crank up some music. No, it's just such a beautiful, peaceful ride. Like, I would just put on classical music maybe.
I like to keep it enjoyable. Yeah.
here, this is country what we're talking about. These are chicken houses, right? The chicken houses probably, that's not a big farm.
Chickens.
Yeah, that's chicken houses. Ah, lovely fragrance there. Oh, there's a cute little old place.
Craftsman house.
Yep. Sort of craftsman style. 1920s bungalow. That old place broke down.
Yeah, we would have came from the left
Mm-hmm.
if we wouldn't have had to detour.
Yeah, we had to take a detour, and because the road was out, so. But Keth knows where we're going. I'm totally lost, but this is just such beautiful scenery. I'm letting the camera roll so people can see what I'm experiencing. Beautiful, just like a roller coaster. See, we were talking earlier that this whole area used to be like this, where the trees were really covered over the roads more. That was the.
This is White Lightning. This is where this is the old moonshine running around.
This is
Vienna and Homer.
Ah, yes. So this is the old moonshine route, and you know, not far from here, actually, the original Bonnie and Clyde were. Finally tracked down and cornered, you know, by the FBI, working with the local police. You know, they kind of got out ahead of them and ambushed them, really. So you can debate on the morality of that, but they were bad guys. Supposedly they'd already killed a lot of people, these bank robbers. Bonnie and Clyde, they have a big thing nearby called Bonnie and Clyde Trade Days, where they have the actual car that Bonnie and Clyde drove, that, you know, where they got gunned down and killed, and has the bullet holes and everything. That'd be pretty neat to go look at. That's not far from here, but he was saying this road is called the White Lightning Road, or the White Lightning Route. Yeah, because the moonshiners, the bootleggers, used to haul moonshine through here. So yeah, a road like this, I imagine if you were speeding along and you knew the road really well, you could probably try to shake some cops off your tails, or they might crash if you know the road better than they do. A buddy of mine was had a wreck on one of these type of roads, and it was not good. You can't really speed through these turns unless you really know unless you know them really well.
Right at the speed limit, so.
Oh yeah. This is just such a scenic road. It's, even though it's just woods and countryside and areas that have been clear cut. Love all these steep turns and the so there we go. There's another one of those panoramic views. I didn't zoom in quick enough. So you go from hill country right down back into the bottomlands. That's what I really like about the diversity of the scenery, and just the nature too, for the naturalists. Sportsman's Paradise. I think the hunter in me just makes me want to just walk off into that. Like, I'm just gonna walk off into the swamp and become the Swamp Thing. Just give up on society entirely. I think we're fixing to come over. There's gonna be some neat stuff right over this hill here. Oh, I knew we were gonna turn here somewhere. This is a really scenic little road here, I know. Now, there's not really going to be many houses on this road, is there? There's not really many houses on this part of the road. Alright, well, I'm going to go ahead and cut this video off until we get around. Now, wait a minute, there's some nice scenery here, I think, coming up. This turn right here. Wow, look at that. Wow, it's just like a cool little stretch of road, and you can see the other turn up there. I'm going to zoom out on that. Wow, it's just a neat, that was just a neat little turn in the road there. Alright guys, I'm going to cut this video short, but we're going to come back with another one in just a little bit. Thanks for watching.